Hey guys, what's going on? Today I am working on a 2007 GMC Yukon XL. I've got to replace the headlight here because, as you can see, it's kind of full of water and that's not right. So I've already got the work started, but I'm going to go over really quick on what I've done to get this far in case you guys are either A, having the same issue, B, need to change a bulb, or C, just need to replace the housing completely. So stick around and I'll show you how Julian does it. Now, like I said, I've already gotten this part done as far as getting this housing out, so I'm just going to show you on the passenger side to show you what it is that I've done. To remove the headlight, I had one bolt here, the second bolt right here, and then the third bolt is located behind here. So you'll have to remove this bolt right here, which is a 7mm bolt, and then you'll have, well, I guess they don't have it on this side, but there's a couple of these little snap clips, and the way that you remove these is you'll use a flathead screwdriver right here in this little open side. You'll pop that up and then you'll be able to remove the whole thing. I only needed to do two of them, which was that one right there and then that one right there, and then that 14mm that 7mm bolt. And then I was able to get in here. I'm gonna see if I can show you on this side. Maybe I can't. All right, we'll go over to the actual side that I'm working on. So right over here, let's see if I can fit. Right there was the that other bolt. Right here where my finger's at. So that's that third bolt. Then those bolts are all 10mm. Then you've got two 10mm bolts up front here on the grill. One, two. There was another, there was another 10mm bolt here, and then another 7mm bolt there. And what that did was that allowed me to kind of rotate this so that I was able to just kind of maneuver and pull this headlight assembly out. So that is how I've gotten to where I am right now. You can kind of see here from the back side. See how it kind of fit in there. The only issue that I was having is trying to pull this out. This part kept hooking onto the plastic, so I did have to have a helping hand pull this out a little bit more so that I can pop that assembly out. If you were going to change the lights on here, all you've got to do is just hit these plugs right here and just pull it out. So you can see there, it's got this little clamp right here. You would just press on that and then pull this right out of the socket. Then I'm not going to do it right now because it's full of water. You would twist this light and then pull it out. I'll show you up here on the top side here. So it would just be a simple twist and then pull out. And then side marker light should be the same thing. Just twist and then pull out. So in doing all of that, you've got your whole headlight assembly, and that will allow you to, like I said, A, swap it out, B, put in a new headlight, or, C, drain out all the water. Right now, I'm going to look real quick and see if I can see where the opening is. Maybe I'll be able to replace that so that I don't have to have this person spend a whole lot of money to replace the entire assembly. If not, well, then I'm going to have to give them bad news and just have them replace it all. So, we'll see. I did figure out where it's leaking from. You can see right here. This has been pried up a little bit. So that's where all the water's coming out from. And the way that I found that out was I just put it on its side and try to rotate it. And then you can see the water seeping out from there. So I will see if I can take this apart and maybe put a sealant in there to kind of close it up and see if we won't have the same problem. So we're gonna try this fix here using some rubber sealant, and I'm just gonna put some all along this area. Ooh, I might have put a little too much. Maybe I should have kneaded it first. But try to work that in there and see if we can't stop this leak so that we don't have to replace the whole housing. We'll give it a little while, and then if it works, it works. If not, then you know, we'll just go ahead and replace the whole thing. I'm gonna go ahead and work this into all these little grooves and stuff and see if we can't get a good seal on it. I didn't like the way that it was looking, so I went ahead and just kind of squeezed the bottle around a good bit to try to mix up everything that's inside of it. I think that's why it was coming out clear. Oh, I think I just popped it from the back. Oops. That's alright. We'll use it all right now anyway. Not all of it, but you know what I mean. You can see there, now it's coming out a lot better looking. So same thing, I'm just going to put it on there and try to work it in to all the little cracks and try to cover up all of that junk so that this will hopefully get better coverage and fix this up. I thought it was kind of funny that I popped it at the bottom, so I just rolled it up. You can see there I rolled it up a few times, and since it's sealant, it should seal itself back up, right? Theoretically that should solve the problem, so I don't have to waste all the sealant that's in here. We'll find out the next time that I need a project that requires some of this. In case you all were wondering, the replacement bulb for this is the H13. This is a high and low bulb. The low wasn't working on this vehicle, only on that one side, but the high was. It could just be that the water wasn't allowing it to work right, but we went ahead and replaced that one bulb. Like I said, I'm going to give this a little bit of time to dry up because it takes about 2 hours to be cured, but I'm not gonna wait that long. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on. Everywhere that I'm working is not in the way of that sealant anyway, so it should all be fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and start putting it back on. This was a spontaneous fix, so I don't really have any of my equipment here to record this properly, so I'm gonna do my best to try to get it all here one-handed. Put that light bulb in, twist it, slip that cap on, get all your signal lights in, twist and lock them into place. Back down here also. And that'll do that. Now we've got all those in. I'm going to do my best to work this in. I'm not going to be able to do this one-handed. I am going to need both hands to pop this back in. So bear with me and I'll be right back. Alright, I was able to pop that headlight back in. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting all those bolts back. Remember, we had 2 10mm bolts here, a 7mm bolt here, another 10mm, 2 10mm bolts up here that held the light housing in place. Go back here. They've got that other 10mm bolt in there, which is the third one that holds the housing in place. 1 7mm bolt here, and then those 2 snap clips that I had taken off. I'm just about finished, but before I do, I wanted to show, since I didn't show it in the clip, or in the beginning, this is how you would take these things off. You know, it would be in there, pushed in. You would use like a flathead screwdriver or something to pop this piece out, and then you could pull the whole thing out. And then same thing to put it back in. You just put it right back in there and then insert and push that part in, and that would lock it in place. Fairly simple. And just like that, with a little bit of elbow grease, we were able to remove that entire headlight assembly to swap the headlight on there. I'm not entirely sure if you have to do all that just to change the headlight. However, I had to do that because I wanted to show the owner where that water was coming in from, also to drain all that water out. Like I said, this is just a temporary fix to see if maybe it prevents the water from getting in. If it doesn't, then we'll have to go and replace the whole assembly. But hopefully you guys learned a thing or two on this video. If you did, please feel free to like, comment, share, and or subscribe, and I'll see y'all the next time that Julian does it.